Hello guys, this is Hrushikesh Khade and the following four students have prepared this presentation on a 4-bar mechanism called as Watt's linkage. This is under the guidance of one of our professors, A.D. Patange, whose initiative is to help us make some working models on the mechanisms that we are studying under the subject of analysis and synthesis of mechanisms. I'll take you on with the introduction of the mechanism and what it is actually for. The synthesis and the technical details will be explained by Aditi. She will take you further into the how it actually works, how the mathematics gives us our results. The fabrication has been done by Apoorva beautifully, and she will actually demonstrate how it works, so you can see it for your own eyes. And the alternate mechanisms which can achieve the same motive and the applications of this mechanism have been explained by Sana. Now, the Watt's linkage is basically a mechanical linkage. It was invented by James Watt. It's a 4-bar mechanism, and the motive that we want to achieve here is a straight line path that is traced by the midpoint of the coupler. As you will see further, the coupler is the smallest link in the 4 links, of which one is fixed and the other remaining two are identical in length. These are generally the input links, and the input links, when they move within a certain angle range of angle, then you get an approximate straight line path. It's not exactly a straight line, but it's a nearly a straight line. And the basic application you can get from this is that there's no sideways motion of the central point of the coupler, so you can uh, restrict relative sideways motions between uh, things like, as it's mentioned over here, the the chassis of the car and the rear axles. So that's the basic application to prevent sideways motion. Now Aditi will take you further with the synthesis of the mechanism.
Now coming towards the synthesis of Watt's linkage, the main aim of the synthesis is to find the lengths of links which are to be used for fabrication purpose. And for that reason we have used two methods, the graphical method and the second one is analytical method, so that we can verify the results later on. So now let us start with the graphical method. As you can see, we have done certain assumptions, like span we have assumed it to be 150 mm. This is the span Mn, we have assumed it to be the 150 mm, and the length of coupler AB we have assumed it to be 60 mm. And then for the synthesis purpose we have considered the three positions. The first position is O1, A1, B1, O2. The second position is O1, A2, B2, O2. And the third position is O1, A3, B3, O2. And using these positions we have obtained the angles and the lengths of links. Now coming towards the analytical verification of this method, we have used Fredholm's equation or the Fredholm's method to verify these results analytically, and for that purpose we have taken the values of theta and phi from graphical results obtained from the previous slide, and we have just kept the values in the equation given by the Fredholm's method, and we have found the link lengths to be A and C is equals to 115 mm and D is equals to 231 mm. And as we have seen, the graphical results are like 118 mm and 235 mm, which are very close to the analytical results, so that we can say the link lengths, we can use this link lengths for fabrication purpose. Now, as per the suggestions of our mentors, we have done one improvement in this synthesis procedure, and we have approached it mathematically using the body guidance synthesis. And as you can see, the results are like close to the results which we have obtained from analytical and graphical method. Then coming towards the finding the velocity and acceleration of various links, we have used relative velocity method. And as you can see here, we have drawn the configuration diagram, and then we have done the assumption of angular velocity of link 1, that is O1A1, to be 5 radian per second. Note that here while fabricating we are going to rotate it manually, and the angular velocity will not be exactly equal to 5 radian per second, but for the calculation purpose we have assumed it to be 5 radian per second. Obtain these velocity results. Similarly, we have drawn the acceleration diagram, and we have obtained the various accelerations and angular accelerations for various links.
Hello guys, I am Apoorva Khairnar and I will be demonstrating the working of Watt's linkage. This is the fabrication of Watt's linkage. This is our fixed frame. This is the input crank L1.
coupler L2 and link L3. When L1 is rotated, if the input angle is less than 90, the midpoint of L2 traces a straight line. If the input angle goes beyond 90, the coupler traces an infinity loop.
Now Sana will tell us about the applications and alternative mechanisms of Watt's linkage.
Hello, I'm Sana. I'm going to tell you about alternative mechanisms for Watt's linkage. The first one is Chebyshev linkage. It is a mechanical linkage that converts rotational motion to approximate straight line motion. It was invented in 19th century by mathematician Chebyshev. He studied theoretical problems in kinematic mechanism. As you can see in the illustration, the straight line linkage confines the point P, the midpoint on the link L3, on a straight line at the two extremes and at the center of travel. L1, L2, L3 and L4 are as shown in illustration. Between those points, point P deviates slightly from a perfect straight line. The next one is Hawkins linkage. It is a 4-bar mechanism that converts rotational motion to approximate straight line motion. It is named after Carl Hawkins. The Hawkins linkage is cognate linkage of Chebyshev linkage, as you can see in the illustration. The last one is Roberts mechanism. The Roberts mechanism converts a rotational motion to approximate straight line motion. This linkage was developed by Richard Roberts, and this mechanism can be classified as Krashoff rocker and symmetrical 4-bar linkage. Application. Watt's linkage mechanism is used in rear axle of some car suspension. This mechanism is used to prevent relative sideways motion between the axle and body of the car. It approximates a vertical straight line motion more closely and does so while locating the center of the axle rather than toward one side of the vehicle, as commonly used when fitting a panhard rod. Panhard rod consists of two horizontal rods of equal length mounted each side to the wheels of an automobile. The center of the vertical rod, the point which is constrained to move in straight line motion, is mounted to the center of the axle. All pivoting points are free to rotate in a vertical plane. Watt linkage can be seen in the rear suspension of above animation as two panhard rods mounted opposite each other. So these are the application of Watt's linkage. Thank you so much for watching.